Hello everybody and welcome back to another record review. I realize it's been a while, but boy howdy do I have an album for you guys today. We have the 2025 album from Grammy award-winning Olivia Dean, The Art of Loving. This album was released September 26, 2025, and I believe due to the convoluted Grammy rules that this is eligible for Album of the Year and stuff like that coming up in the Grammys that'll be in 2027, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna be frank. I love Olivia Dean, and I think this album is incredible. We're gonna talk about it in a lot of detail, but this album is just spectacular. All right, breaking it out of here, we got the outer cover for the vinyl itself. Just black, pink, inner core, nothing special. This is the back artwork with the track listing. And then there's a lovely little booklet showing all the lyrics and them working on the album. Yeah, overall just a lovely little addition to this. All right, let's get started. It starts out with The Art of Loving, which is a 40-second intro track. I think it's a nice way to get into the album. It doesn't add a whole lot, but sonically it sounds great because it's Olivia Dean and her vocals are so gorgeous, just so gorgeous. We'll talk about it more in depth later on in this review, but I don't know, she knocks it out of the park on this whole album, not gonna lie. All right, next up we have Nice to Each Other, which is playing now. This track I really enjoy. This was released as one of the singles. I enjoy the live versions of this more, but the lyrics behind this are great. Just talking about how in a relationship, you know, there needs to be like give and take, and there needs to be a connected niceness to each other. Some of the deliveries on this song are great, like the wait for you to call it off because I don't want a boyfriend. I love that delivery. Incredible. All right, third track on this album, we have Lady Lady. This song is another great one that was also released as a single, I believe. A little weaker than Nice to Each Other, but still pretty strong. Just talking about like empowering someone else, some other woman, stuff like that. I also would like to give a shout out on the writing. The writing on this album is great, and it's not the cliche pop stuff that we get time and time again. This is a little more like deeper in the relationship. I mean, I don't listen to all that like deep cut pop music that much, but on this I feel like the writing is different, and especially with the singles that did get big, like those themes aren't necessarily what you're always finding in the singles. And like the reverb on Nice to Each Other, like stuff like that, it's just these tiny little elements you don't really get in other tracks. And that's why I think Olivia Dean is so great, because you're getting this, and you're getting this classically jazz trained voice that's super powerful, that cuts through, that you just don't really get other places. Like, yeah, she's kind of got the delivery of Adele almost, but a little breathier, more akin to a Ariana Grande, stuff like that. But it's just the jazz elements on these songs just make it work so well. And she talks about bossa nova on one of these songs, and these songs do have like the faintest like bossa nova elements, you can tell, and her voice is more like a softer bossa nova-y delivery with still having that jazz flair, and that's just what I appreciate so much. After Lady Lady, we have Close Up, which is one of the lesser known tracks off this album, as it wasn't released as a single and didn't get hugely popular. But it starts out with a piano ostinato, which Olivia Dean does the piano throughout this album. other than just doing vocals. She does background vocal, keyboard, synthesizer on a couple of these tracks, but she mainly does piano on a lot of these. And I like that this piano line continues through the track, driving it forward until you get to the chorus, which is a big, grandiose, like crescendo with extra vocals in there, like a choir almost, and you get the jazzier elements, and then it goes down to that driving ostinato in the piano, which is just incredible. After Close Up, we have So Easy to Fall in Love. This is arguably the biggest off the album, but man, is it wonderful. Just the delivery, it's so like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like joyous, you know, and it's just like, I don't know, it's like cute almost. Like, yeah, I just really like how this song is portrayed, and I love that this one got so big, even though it was released as a single, but it just, so good. Some great elements on that, as per usual. And then after that, you opening up, oh no, this is the last one on side A, Let Alone the One You Love. I think this is a great side ender. This one also got popular, but wasn't released as a single. Just talking about how mean someone can be in a relationship, and being like, how could you do this to a friend, let alone the one you love? Like, just the delivery and the writing on this is incredible. Olivia Dean is on the writing for all of these tracks with some other great writers, and I just think it's incredible. After that, we go into Man I Need, which is probably the biggest off this album. It's great. Like, there's no notes. Everyone's heard it. It's just incredible. It also has that like cuter delivery that So Easy to Fall in Love has. That it's just like this charm is just undeniable in her delivery. After that, we have Something in Between, which has the production on this song I actually really enjoy. It has more of an electronic flair. This is my least favorite off the album, because it's just like, it's similar to the other songs on the album, but it's the furthest out one, if that makes sense. But the instrumentation behind it seems like less organic than the other ones, but I still think it works really well. After that, you have Loud, which is the emotional climax of this album. Just her delivery just gets incredible, and it crescendos sort of like Close Up did. But just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just the heck good. And just talking about how one can belittle someone that much, and just like be able to live with themselves, sorta, is just the writing behind this is great, as per usual. Then we have Baby Steps, which is another one of these tracks that got popular, that I really enjoy. I like some of the lines off this, like, there's no one to text when the plane lands, or to call when it's taking off. I just like some of the delivery on this. The writing's great. It's just all these songs, I'm just gonna say, delivery is incredible, writing's great, love the jazz elements. It's just like tried and true because it works so well. After this, we have A Couple Minutes, which this is my favorite. Just the orchestration and the strings to start out this song, just gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. And there's a sample in this somewhere. I haven't done the digging to find out where the sample is. If it's these strings, that's an incredible find. And I applaud the production on this. If not, still great. Love the instrumentation on this. Love the delivery on this. And I personally think this would have been a great closer, But the song that they do have as the closer for the album is incredible too. So it's like 6 to 1, half dozen to the other. The closer on this album is I've Seen It, which is just more like a sort of like a cynical look on things, looking on the past and seeing how you can make the future better, sort of. And it's just the delivery's a little more laid back. The production's more laid back. It's not as grandiose as things like Man I Need, Nice to Each Other, and A Couple Minutes was. But just another great track overall. I don't think it works. It works decently as a closer, but I don't think it is the strongest answer that could have been. Okay, personally on this album, if I was to try to make this better, I would put the single, what's it called? It Isn't Perfect, but It Might Be. I would put that on this album. I don't remember if this was released beforehand or after, but I would have put that on there. Not entirely sure where I would do that, but I would pull probably between Man I Need and Loud, and I'd pull something in between. I like that track, but I don't think it works that good on this album. And then I would have A Couple Minutes as the closer. Maybe pull I've Seen It too. But I think the 12 songs is incredible. The length of this project is great. There's not a whole lot I would do to change this to make it better. But personally, I think this album is a 93 out of 100. I think it's the greatest pop album I've heard since, I don't even know, 1989 maybe, or since Michael Jackson. Like, I don't really listen to pop that much, but this thing's just great overall. So thank you everybody for listening. Tell me what you think. Did you like it? Did you love it? Tell me what I should review next. And overall, have a great day. Bye.